show. We're going to be doing more of our iPad art here. And we're working once again on this ship design, which I've been kind of just screwing around with different concepts. I'm actually gonna, let's just select this whole thing and we'll copy what we have here. Is it all in one layer or? Yeah, it is. And we're gonna go in and make a new picture, and we'll just put this in the corner or something and keep working. Whoa. Damn, how big was that document I was just working off of? Really big. Okay. I guess we can make this bigger. I don't know if that maybe deleted the pixels. We still have it in our clipboard though. Does not seem to like this. Okay, let's just work on it at 3000 size. It doesn't matter. We're just sketching anyway. So we'll just put this in here so we can have a general idea. Is this like a smart object? No, okay. So yeah, let's put this on a new layer. The general concept for this would be that it's like a cruise ship type of a look, but sort of like reconstituted a little bit for some other kind of like more military purpose. So maybe with things like bolted onto it and stuff like that. It still has more of a cruise ship look. Let's keep moving with this. I generally like this concept design, but the underside doesn't work 100% for me. I do also like the profile of this one. These underside things do kind of work, so I'll see if I can do something with that idea. I like the idea though of it not having to conform to like, you know, stuff on the bottom. You know, being like hydrodynamic or whatever. Okay, so let's see if we maybe, the question is like, do I want it to be getting wider at the back, or maybe it does like a diamond shape overall? That's kind of cool. Maybe it adds like another thing like this. I like the slanted front. When I was looking at cruise ship reference, that was kind of like a common design idea with like sort of a straight front area like that. I also like this kind of like jutting out thing that I've sort of kept that throughout the concepts that I've done. There's also sort of like a fin type thing here that I was thinking that was going to be like a in one of the cruise ships I was looking at, there was like a theater in the back, like an amphitheater that faces out from the back, and that little fin thing was going to be some kind of amphitheater thing. So let's add that. Let's move this away from the edge. I also like the idea of this being this eraser's giving me a hard time. I might have to change the properties of it. So these little wing things too are kind of nice. Which could have, like, you know, viewing galleries on the inside or things like that. The idea too, that I guess I didn't mention, is that it is a spaceship. So it doesn't need to have the aspects where, you know, where it would be. That's what I was saying when it was like, doesn't need to be like hydrodynamic. Like, it can have stuff that doesn't work on a regular cruise ship. Let's look at some of our ideas from that. I did sort of like these like little circular things. Like, I just don't think it ever panned out that well. Let's try it with other shapes, maybe. Maybe like if it was like this. No, I don't really like that. Let's forget that for now. I do like the idea of there being like a front area. The sleekness that this gets by being in the diamond shape is kind of cool. Interesting. Okay, what about this? If it like continues this shape, it almost creates like a wing sort of a pattern. Or what if that was going downwards, maybe? sense to me. Maybe. Hold on. This could be where, like, engines and stuff are. And then you could build out some stuff on that. What did I have here? Oh, there was this jutting out thing and some other stuff. I could probably do some things with this now. Maybe we could even add back in our little circular No, I don't think a circular thing really matches the aesthetic of this thing. Let's try and come up with some other shapes. And I don't love that. These would be like jutting pillars that are coming out of this. I do like the thing that comes out from the top of this. Yeah, that was nice, that thing we had. We'll leave that as it is, basically. This eraser's killing me. I guess this would be where, like, the people who pilot the thing go. At this point, though, the scale of this is way too big. Yeah, so let's do that, and we'll make this whole structure smaller. What did I have here? I don't really know what this part was doing. Was it going all the way back? I don't think I had really defined it at the time. Let's try and do something interesting. Let's maybe make like a... So this would maybe cut off where this wall starts. You can see that I'm very intentionally not detailing anything at this stage because we're just trying and deleting so many things that it's like not worth detailing it because that'll really only stifle our creative impulses. So this maybe is like a giant sort of like glass or glass equivalent type of structure, so people can go out on the upper deck of the spaceship. Maybe there's like an amusement park or something in there that's like, you know, really tall, so they need the glass to be taller. Because I see this also as being glass where people would be like lounging at a pool and stuff like that, like a cruise ship. And they can look out at the, you know, spacescape or whatever. That's kind of cool. Thinner as it goes back. So let's try one like that. There's certain aspects of this concept that you can see I'm just sticking to. So I'm utilizing them every time I draw the thing, but we'll see. Okay. Try and extend some of this stuff further. Maybe this would go. Okay, let's try one that's more rounded then, using all rounded shapes. So we'll use this kind of stuff, and this would probably make it feel more natural that those other circular patterns would be in there. This I don't think would actually be that, but this would, I think, be like a premium area that sort of juts out from the rest. All right. So if this went from here and let's say there was a spherical thing that went through here, so where would it kind of intersect? Like that, I guess. I definitely would want to get in that rounded thing here then. Actually, I would tilt it towards that direction. Okay. Maybe these are all domed things as well then. And they hit some kind of upper deck here. Maybe we could have like an actual like second level. I don't know about that. Maybe if this was like, I liked this little structure too, this like weirdly shaped thing. Yeah. So I assume that these areas would be like restaurants and things that want to have views looking out, but this area would be stuff that wants to have a view looking up or like 180 degrees around. So these would be like swimming pools and stuff. Tennis courts. Now we could try to further sort of like force that curvature, the feeling of it being very slim, or we could, no, I don't like that. Yeah, this works better, I think. We could create a wider thing here. I don't know what I'm going for with this, really. So maybe there's a point where the bottom deck here sort of cuts back in. I don't know what this circular thing is, but I think it's cool. it wouldn't make sense that it doesn't go all the way down, though. This doesn't also make 3D sense. Like, it would more be like this, I guess. Something like that. Yeah, there was like this little extra deck that was coming out this way in my design before, which I liked. And I would like to incorporate so this was like something down here. That looks pretty cool. We're starting to reach a point where I think these designs could work. I would like to sort of like extrapolate further on what these little areas are now. Maybe we could do a few more. I actually think either of these ones could be fine. Because the thing about a cruise ship is it doesn't really ever look like... it doesn't have the look of something that would go fast. So like having it be like really slim at the front and stuff like that doesn't really matter. Which is why this kind of like bulkier one still kind of reads. But we'll keep exploring, ladies and gents. So that's going to do it for this one. Thank you for joining. The channel is called The Voice of Nick. If you want to see more, don't forget to follow.